Hi, I'm Karen Russell, and I'm with Alan Walls, and we're going to go over the posture asana, Anjaneyasana. So this is a wonderful posture. Some people flow through it. There's actually some old Surya Namaskars that actually use this posture in a flow. I particularly don't flow a lot in Anjaneyasana. I use it as a hip and groin opener, and it opens up the chest, expands the chest. It's great for the lungs, and there's some balancing in it. So that's why I don't typically flow through it, but it's not wrong to flow through it. You just want to make sure you're engaging, okay? So we're going to start in downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Alan has a nice dog, right? Rooting into the earth, ears in line with the shoulders. He's going to inhale, and as he exhales, he's just going to bring his right leg into a low lunge. And remember, if you can't get that leg through in one swoop like Alan did, you can always use your hand and kind of help your ankle to get where it is, right? So show him that. Yeah, you can always help, right? So let's go through those checkpoints of the front foot, right? Look behind you and make sure you're hip width apart, so that you're not on a tightrope, right? Make sure that the front knee is slightly over the ankle, just slightly, right? So that you're stacking the ankle and the knee, okay? Make sure the feet are parallel. Now, Alan has nice even hips, but for a lot of us, we have to check that. So you can take your right hand and maybe draw that right hip back, at the same time scoop the navel in and up, just like if you're going to do cat, to lift the belly off the thighs. And then place the hand back down out. So Anjaneyasana, a deep lunge, is going to lower the back knee. Now, very carefully, the back knee, you don't want to be on the knee, but you want to be above the knee. And if you have knee issues, you can always use a blanket or even a towel, or you can even fold up the back of your mat, right, and have your knee rest on it. So we're going to use the blocks right now because I want to get up and out. So bring the blocks a little back, Alan. Yep, that way your wrist is in line with your shoulders. So remember, when you use the blocks, it's that one line of energy. The block isn't here while your shoulder's here. You want to stack, okay? The reason why I want to use the blocks because I want to talk about hugging in. So, and it gives him a little lift. Even though he probably doesn't need the blocks, he could probably touch the floor with his fingers and still lift the heart up. But like I said before, some of us have long arms, some of us have short arms, so I don't know, you might need the block anyway. But notice the nice alignment. So we want to start with the first platform. So front heel to back toes. Even though you're in this posture, you're not standing, I want you to feel that you're scissoring. That front heel is trying to draw to the back toes. And in that drawing, feel like you're squeezing a ball in the middle of your legs. And then this is where the Mula Bandha will really help, right? So work the perineum, lift the pelvic floor, and at lift will bring your whole torso up. So even though you're in a posture like this that seems very simple, there's a lot of stretch going in the hips and the hamstrings, a lot of power in the ankles and the thighs. So it's an extreme stretch. And then it will also, you can get a nice heart opener out of this. So he's drawing front heel to back toes, that's hugging in. It's kind of like if you were squeezing a ball. You lift the pelvic floor up. At the same time, draw the shoulder blades back and open up the heart without pushing the heart out. So now he can actually start maybe doing a little back bend from here. He can and the back bend with Alan, as you can tell, is coming from a very low place. So you don't want to just let your back go. We talked about this before. So any back bends come from the power of the thighs and the hips moving forward. So as he's kind of looking up, opening up the chest, he didn't let go of the Mula Bandha, and he's pushing the hips more forward, drawing the shoulder blades back, and that's where the lift happens. And taking a couple breaths here. Now, if you want to lift your arms up over the head, a nice little cue is squeeze the navel to the spine as you lift the arms. If you do that, that will give you a little lift. You're still lifting up through the pelvis, drawing the shoulder blades back. Notice his fingers are back. His gaze is soft. looking up. His ears are in line with his inner arms. So nice, beautiful. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale. Slowly come out of it, Alan. Go back to downward dog. That will probably feel good. So this is an extreme stretch in the hips and the groin area. It also takes a lot of balance. The back toes, you'll see sometimes people will curl their toes under. I suggest just to have the tops of the feet, but you're still working the toes. So if you notice with this posture, you were still working, like as if you were in Tadasana. The feet are working, the first platform, right? Front heel to back toes. The second platform, the pelvis area, lifting the pelvic floor, doing the Mula Bandh. The shoulder girdles are drawing down the back as you lift up. Wonderful stretch for getting into more back bends, opening up the hips. I suggest that if you are going to flow this, you better do it slowly. This is one of those postures that you'll do a lot. So maybe even you can do this posture with some sun salutations to open up the hips. And this is called Anjaneyasana.